welcome to my channel. I'm excited to be back on Patreon. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump on into this reading. We're not going to waste any time, my lovelies. All right, so just so you guys know, retrograde is happening starting on the 10th of September, right? Depending on what time zone you're in. So it'll be the 9th for us, but 10th somewhere else in the world. So you can see some people entering retrograde a day earlier. But it's happening on the 10th, right? Eastern Standard Time for us. And it's happening in Libra. It started in Libra. Pre-shadow was actually in Virgo. So just so you guys know, pre-shadow of the retrograde energies started on the 20th of August. So you guys can already starting to feel that energy in the atmosphere. And it's going to pick up and start in Libra and end in Virgo. Okay, so the pre-shadow started in Virgo, right? And then when retrograde actually starts on the 10th, right, it's going to end in Virgo again. Okay, so it's starting in Libra and then in Virgo. And the reason why I'm saying that over and over again, because we have the sun currently positioned in Virgo, right? So we're talking about a lot of analytical energy. We're talking about a lot of energy where people are thinking about their health and their well-being. We're talking about energy where people are trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what do I need to change, what do I need to refine, what do I need to redefine, rather, okay? What do I need to redefine? Am I overreacting on this particular situation? Am I not taking my time? Am I rushing into things, right? So Libra brings in balance. Libra is ruled by Venus. That energy is supposed to bring in balance. But the flip side of balanced energy, you know, is unbalanced energy, which means that you can either be sticking your head in the sand about something or maybe seeing a situation, right? The way that you want to see it instead of how it really is, all right? So if we're moving throughout this retrograde energy, I feel like you guys do need to know that this is really all about establishing stability in your life. Look at that. I can't make this shit up. This is all about establishing stability in your life, right? We got 6th house energy. We're dealing with Virgo for 6th house energy, right? Virgo is all about your enemies. This can be an area of sickness. This can be an area of injuries. This can be an area of the things that enslave you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay, as well as your actions. It's kind of like you know that you're triggered by something, but you don't quite know why you're triggered by that thing. Okay, what sustains you? I feel like this is all about your stability in this energy. Right? What works, what doesn't. Who's working, who's not. Who got to go, who can stay. Right? So the message is, I really feel like the message is more about getting rid of any clutter in this retrograde. Right? While moving in triumph on and success. So I feel like this is time for you to be successful, right? It's like a lot of you has been waiting, right? This has been a waiting game for some people. Some of you, you have to go work on your heart. You have to go do that shadow work. You have to learn how to forgive. And I feel like not just forgive other people, but forgive yourself also, right? But you're really in a place right now where you want to take your power back. You're not in a place where you want to give your power away anymore in this retrograde energy. So we have the sun in Virgo, analytical, analyzing everything. You know, and I keep saying what works, what doesn't work, right? And as it's being reviewed and analyzed, in the retrograde energy, Libra can come in and really bring that balance to help you get rid of the things, get rid of the people, right? And I kind of feel like you may not necessarily be able to change the situation immediately, right? But I feel like you have at least the answer or the direction in which you want to go about this situation. Okay. So remember, the energy is fluid. So you want to keep in mind that I can say that this is your energy, but if it feels like the energy that you're interacting with, you want to go ahead and place that energy where it fits. Okay. So yeah, this is energy. I want to feel, I kind of feel like somebody, is taking their power back. You could have been dealing with somebody that was definitely, I want to say, very, very pessimistic, but purposely rude, very judgmental, and would do things to purposely hurt. Okay. And then not take responsibilities for the things that they're doing. Right. So you got third eye chakra showing up at root chakra. So I felt like this person may have viewed you. I don't know. I kind of feel like this energy here, this person could have even been in competition with you, and they would always throw little shady things, right? Not take responsibility for the things that they're doing in their life, for their life to turn out the way that it does, but they want to blame everybody else, or they think it's everybody else's obligation, right? To take on the burden of their mistakes, right? And they feel like people probably should be punished for the things that they do, but they don't see the way that maybe they're being punished in the way that their life is working out for the energy that they put out, right? So I feel like people are going to be taking their power back, not really lending an ear so much to people that are not doing their work, because that shit is draining, right? Third eye energy popping up on the board here too. This is also energy where somebody could just be thinking about the future, but fear of the changes that's coming up, or they could not know exactly what direction to go. So you can see that indecisiveness showing up, right? Or you can feel like the options that they once thought they had, like they don't really have those options no more, right? We do have showing up on the board here Saturn. We got Saturn here. We also have Sagittarius's energy here, right? We also have Aquarian energy over here with Uranus. And Aquarian is also ruled by Saturn too. That's the co-ruler, right? Then you also have Mars showing up here with Aries. All right. We got a lot of fire energy here on the board. So there could have been some type of action. I feel like somebody may have burnt bridges or burnt a bridge. And now they're trying to come back and see if they can reclaim the wood, or, salvage what they've done. Right? Three of Wands. Lots of fire energy here. You do have the sun showing up here with Aries. So this person could be very full of ego. I kind of feel like the way that this is playing out. This person comes across very confident. This is a lot of third eye chakra. I don't know. I feel like although there's a lot of energy of fire energy showing up here, I feel like because we are dealing with the retrograde in Libra, whoever this is, their perception about whatever the situation is or what things are going on, their perception is warped. Like they're not quite seeing everything the way that it is. Okay. Yep. Clarified by the Lover's card. Three of Wands paired with the Lover's card. There's this harmony. There could be trust issues. There's some type of, I want to say, sometimes some type of warped communication where I feel like people are not taking accountability. People are not taking responsibility. This is not a fair relationship. This could be a one-sided relationship, right? But there was a change. Something happened that came in and changed things. Something happened that came in and maybe shed some light on things. Remember last week we had that great epiphany where you were going to be getting sudden change, sudden revelations about the situation, about other people, about how you should move, about how you shouldn't move. You may have feel like this was not a supportive situation. The Wheel of Fortune is coming up in reverse. Now, just so you guys know, the Wheel of Fortune energy is Jupiter's energy. That's expansion. This is changing in another direction. So somebody's literally taking their power back in this retrograde energy and shifting in a new direction. I am going to be doing astrology and archetypes, just breaking down the energy and what you need to know for each sign as we're moving through the retrograde energy. Yep, somebody's making more healthy choices now, which kind of fits with where the energy is. Virgo, analyzing for your health, well-being, what works, what don't work, okay? What's causing you stress, what's not. Literally creating new memories. I find that, and I kind of even feel like somebody could also be watching you on social media or posting on social media to try to get a reaction. Here it is again. Camera. What is your perception on this situation, this person, this relationship, as we're moving throughout this energy for retrograde is going to be important. Yep, somebody's going to have to look at themselves in the mirror as they're moving throughout this energy. Some of you could have been dealing with love bombing or gaslighting energy, a one-sided relationship right here, showing up here also. Not just in the cards, but it's showing up here with the Six of Pentacles energy in here. All right. Somebody may have feel paired with this wheel card in reverse, Saturn's energy, Taurus energy. Somebody could have been out of control with what they were demanding and requesting from you as far as money is concerned, as far as what you can do to support them is concerned, but they're not willing to give back what they're requesting. So they want you to be sympathetic and nice and kind, but they think that they're entitled to be nasty and bitchy. Yep, something may have ended. Somebody's growing up, somebody's changed, somebody feel like they're in transition of creating. Look at, I can't make this shit up. Somebody feel like they're creating happiness for themselves. Bottom of the deck. Didn't I say gaslighting? I feel like this person comes in, and depending on what they need, that's where their energy and their vibration comes in. So if they need to be baby because of a situation, they can come in with the babiness, If they need to be loved on, victim mode, nobody loves me, nobody helps me, nobody does anything for me. But meanwhile, they're usually talking to the person that helps, that does, that love, right? So I also feel like emotional manipulation. Nobody loves me. Nobody want to help me. And a lot of this energy sometimes is, it's not that nobody loves you and nobody want to help you, but first person that has to help you is yourself. And if you're not helping yourself, then the universe can't really send other people in to assist you. It's tea time, repetition. What are you repeating? Don't do things that you know ain't good for you. It's time to grow up. So this energy is really asking people to step up and own your shit. Step up and own your shit. Or you can keep you and all of your fuckery over there in that corner. I even created a space for you. Like, you don't even have to share mine. I created a space just for the fuckery that can't even touch my space, right? Yeah. This could be about support. Some people are reevaluating that whole support thing. Trusting their instincts, paying attention to, and I don't know why the birds is coming up. I want to say paying attention to nature, paying attention to sunrise, sunsets, sitting in gratitude, talking and feeling more about purpose-driven. What's the purpose of this relationship? What's the purpose of me having this conversation? Am I even getting my heart desires? Is this one-sided? Some people may even be practicing yoga. I feel like Hey, brother, let me call you back. I'm recording. Okay, I'll call you right back. I feel like some people are having to even go back to exercise, to stretch, and to breathing deeply. Can I tell you that's where I am now? Breathing deeply, like really, because I'm realigning, and I started realigning my shoulders and my body, just sitting at these computers for years, and having to realign my body, having to realign my shoulders, right? And I knew that it was going to take a year, a little over a year, right? Because we're talking about over 20 years of bad posture sitting at a computer, right? So my shoulders have to be retrained, my neck have to be retrained. I'm top heavy, so I have to also reinforce it by building my chest and my shoulders up, working out, okay? So building that strength back, right? So you can find that yoga may not necessarily have to be done physically, but for some people, I feel like this is finding some type of exercise where you can be still and pay attention to your breath, to your breathing. For some people, stretching is definitely going to help. Okay, stretching is going to help for some people. I feel like that's going to be necessary, and the stretching is going to help so you can get out the unwanted energy, so you can release energy, so you can allow energy to flow, so you can get connected to see where you're having stress blocks in your body, and you can deal with those things before they turn into diseases, right? So whatever dis-ease you feel in your body, you can link that to an emotion. You can link that to an experience. You can link that to how you're thinking, okay? And then, which is then going to produce an action that you have to go out and execute. Some of you may need to beef up your spiritual routine, right? Bring your crystals out, okay? Wear your crystals. I've been giving crystals for gifts. People, I go to at the supermarket pretty much every day, y'all, because that's just where my outing is. So I'm just going to say that's just where my outing is. And there's this one beautiful lady there, and she's on her spiritual path, and I give free crystals out sometimes, so it's important for you to use whatever spiritual tools you feel that you have around in this retrograde energy to help. I also want to say I feel like spiritual baths is going to be important for some people in this retrograde energy, like literally detoxing, cleansing, and maybe even cutting the cord from some situations. Some things from I want to hear 2016 to maybe even 2020 is going to be popping back up in your experience for you to check in and maybe reevaluate some of those things. So you do want to be mindful of that, okay? You can find that you're having either flashbacks or you're having circle back energy going back to 2016 through 2020, okay? Potential. Now, this is important, right? Everybody's living in the energy of potential right now because you have the opportunity to clear out clutter, okay? The thing about that is some people, you tend to live in potential that people are not utilizing versus potential that you see people actively working on. So this is not the season to get caught up in people's potential, right? Especially if they're not utilizing their potential, right? This is a season where you're going to have to take action. Potential and action is going to be required as you're moving throughout this energy. So as you're moving throughout retrograde, you may find that you're a little bit restricted in how you take action, but this is about jotting it down, writing it down, getting the plans down, because as soon as you jump out of that retrograde energy, it is going to be time for you to move forward with that plan. It is going to be time for you to move forward with that potential. Okay, so you want to be mindful about that as you're dealing with this retrograde energy. Okay, let's see what the ancestors got to say. Okay, what's the message from the ancestors? This was a mixing with the deck and it jumped out, so we're going to keep it. Prosperity begins. And I feel like this is once the clutter gets taken out. This is once you're tapping into your potential and writing it down, really making the vision clear, what works, what doesn't, right? You're allowing love to come in, right? You're allowing yourself to not only receive love, not only give love, but to be able to receive love too is going to be important as you're moving throughout this energy, right? You're in a season and within this energy where you have to learn how to be able to give back. You just can't operate from a place of somebody taking constantly and not giving back, okay? And all of that is going to be unlocking the magic from within. And I think that's where that stillness comes in, where you're tapping into that potential, that yoga, you know, which I really feel is stillness, which your heart desires. I really feel it's about paying attention to what you want, paying attention to what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what feels stressful, what doesn't feel stressful, where you see fear arise. Paying attention to even the knots in your body, right? Where you feel tightness, okay? Does that mean you're holding your breath when this happened? Every time you see such and such, you hold your breath. Every time you see such and such, your body reacts. Every time you turn on the news, your body does this. Start paying attention to your thinking, your feeling, your body, your actions, your movement, your doing. Like it's all relevant. It's all relevant. That's how I really feel about this energy. Every single thing that you've been having to go through has led you up to this right here. And it's all relevant. So you have what it takes to make these decisions. You have what it takes to release the energy that's no longer serving you. The relationships. You have what it takes to allow yourself to love others and let yourself be loved by others. You have that ability. This is not the season where you have to try to fix everybody. This is not the season where you have to try to fix everything. Okay? This is not that. Season of elimination. You don't have to fix everything. Okay? Let me write that down. Season of elimination. You do not have to fix everything, y'all. And that's fast. You don't have to fix everything, y'all. That's going to be important. You know, one of the things that I'm learning is I have a knot in my shoulder, right? And what I'm noticing is that sometimes you walk around and you have your shoulders up. So I have been walking around with my shoulders up. I've been going through some stuff in court, you know. I've been dealing with some stuff in court. And this is not, you know, it's been going on for over a year now. I've been in court for over a year now. Late last year, I won a portion of the case, you know, and there's still a few more portions of the case to go. But I can't tell you that, you know, I realized as I took the time off this year to really pay attention to me, that stress was showing up in my body. So when I would have to deal with things about this particular case or about the process of the case, it's like my shoulders will go up. And I was walking around for months, probably even for over a year with my shoulders up. So now as I'm doing my work to realign my body, I can tell you exactly where that knot is coming from. That knot has to do with court and it has to do with me walking around with my shoulders up. So as I am in meditation and I'm doing my breathing, what I do is I send love and energy exactly to that spot within the shoulder where I can feel that knot. And I just allow it to relax as itself, which then frees up the other muscles in my body for the energy to flow. And I can literally feel the other muscles kind of, you know, loosen up also. I can feel the energy in my body start to flow in the way that it was meant to flow. You know how important even breathing properly is because it sends oxygen to every part of your body? Okay, the bird just chimed in there, y'all. I think I got that one right. Right? I think I got that one right because the bird just chimed in. Okay, so I want you now to think whatever question you have that I may not have hit. I'm going to have you just ask your question. Okay, so while I shuffle these cards, I want you to ask Spirit a question. Okay, I want you to ask Spirit a question, and then as you were asking that question, I am going to allow 3 jumping cards from the Rebel deck to pop on out. And then whatever message resonates with you, that's the one that you can go ahead and take as your confirmation as you're moving throughout this retrograde energy, all right? So remember, retrograde starts in September 10th, okay? So we're in a 9th month. Y'all know this is a month where you can complete things, okay? And it starts in Libra, and it ends on the 2nd of October in Virgo. Libra energy is all about balancing, right? You wanna be mindful of that. Libra is gonna reward you for your efforts. That's a Justice card in the tarot deck. Okay, so you should have had your question. So you have make it rain, $sign. Okay, so if you've asked a question pertaining to money, pertaining to bills, pertaining to financial security, okay, an idea around money, if you should spend that money, if you should invest that money, or you're going to get that money, okay, the answer is make it rain. And I feel like, so the answer to that question is yes. Okay, so if this is pertaining to money, it's yes, but keep in mind, we're dealing with that Libra energy, you know, where Libra is ruled by Venus. The flip side of Venus could be greed. It could be overindulgence in pleasure, spending your money in wrong places. So really, you are going to get what you put out. So if you've been doing mature things with your money, then you are going to see mature results with your money, okay? So the next one, whatever question you ask, the answer to that question, if this resonates, is if you think someone is lying, the answer is they are. So if you need confirmation for someone lying or someone not telling you the truth, okay, the cards are saying in this retrograde energy, they are. This is why I'm saying don't really believe anything anybody's saying in this retrograde energy. People are moving through this energy, analyzing things, right? And we're retrograding in Libra, which means Libras can lie as hell, y'all. Libras can be some motherfucking liars. I ain't gonna lie to you. They can be the sweetest as hell. Very balanced, very wise, very loving, very kind. Can give you some great advice when it's time. But an immature Libra that is not doing their work can be a liar. And you know, a liar don't got no memory. They can't remember the lie they told you or why they lied in the first place. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, so to answer your next question, if none of those 2 resonates with you, you need to know that you are the best thing that ever happened to you, okay? Go easy on your ass. Buy yourself your own drink. Okay, so if you've been waiting for someone to support you, if you've been waiting for someone to do something for you, if you've been waiting for someone to love you, whatever it is, it's saying you need to know for yourself that you are the best thing that happened to you. Go back, recognize your truth, recognize who you really are. Okay? All right, y'all, you know it is the season of elimination. It's time to eliminate some things. You don't have to fix everything. You can't fix anybody, but you do not have to fix everything. Sometimes you just need to let the chips fall where they may. And then, you know, I be telling my babies, listen, the one thing I say is if it gets to a place where, you know, I don't want no lies. Tell me the truth so I can pick my face up, put it back together, and then keep it moving. I wish everybody the best experience that they can have. I am not going to spend my time and my energy wishing you a fucked up experience. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend my time healing, asking myself why I did this, why I did that, why I didn't do this, why I didn't do that, why I felt this way when you said that. I can't take responsibilities for your fucked up attitude and your fucked up energy, and I will not do that. I'm not going to sit and waste my time and try to figure out why you fucked up, because usually it's going to take me back to some type of childhood trauma, some type of disappointment, some type of competition that you have with me that I don't even know about. Right? So, y'all know the deal. You want to go ahead and do something kind for yourself, my loves. You want to honor yourself, okay? And like I said, season of elimination. You do not have to fix everything. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. You guys need to stay tuned for astrology and archetype, okay? Hopefully, I'll be able to record that with Kelly sometime before Retrograde starts on the 10th. So I'm super excited about that. So that's coming out. And then new channel is being launched on the 23rd, so I'm super excited about that too. Okay, and the daily vibrations, you guys know, are back. I am going to start getting my swing back in Instagram. I'm trying to figure out how my system is going to be for Instagram. I'm not doing anything anymore that's causing me stressed out. So if this is not something that's easy and it can flow, last time I burnt myself out, y'all. I'm not doing burnout again, and I'm really grateful that I'm in a position where I could take my time and let it simmer. Okay. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna see y'all in y'all daily vibrations, but y'all are also gonna get another video with astrology and archetype where we talk about the breakdown of the energy as we're moving through retrograde. Okay. Love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful retrograde. Bye.